From one super duo, I added this little drop. And from my other super duo, I created a lengthy, another length here with an extra super duo, some seed beads, from which to hang the ear wire. So I want to work with a super duo, so I need to go through a seed bead in my super duo. And I want to be exiting from just the super duo on the upper hole where we're working. I'm exiting from the outside edge hole of my super duo. So what I'm doing is I've picked up the beads, and this is the sequence I want you to use. I want you to pick up 3 of your 15-0 beads, 1 delicate bead, 2 15-0s, super duo, and 2 more 15-0s. And then I want you to let them fall down to your beadwork. And then we're going to take our needle. We're going to skip over these last 5 beads we added. We're going to come back through just the delicate, just like that, and pull everything through. To bring your beads down, just grab a hold of your super duo. Hold on to it while you pull your thread. And that pulls everything down to the beadwork, just like that. So now, my 3 15-0s are here to the right of my super duo. I'm going to pick up 3 more 15-0s, same color. And I'm going to cross back through my super duo from left to right. And then I'm going to pull. And when I pull it, you'll see that I've created this little portion here at the top of my earring, just like that. Now I'm coming out again on the right of my super duo, and I'm going to move through these beads and reinforce. So I'm going to go up through the 3 15-0s on the right. And I like to do this in the same in these steps because it actually helps you to create the perfect shape that you're trying to accomplish. Now I'm going to go up through just my delicate bead and pull. Now I'm going to cross over and go through the 2 15-0s on the left side of my super duo, my 3rd super duo here at the top. Then I'm going to cross back through my super duo from left to right. Now I'm going to come down the 2 15-0s back towards my component on the right hand side of my super duo. Pull. I'm going to come back through just my delicate in the center and pull. And now I'm going to come down the 3 15-0s on of my lower super duo, right down here. And make sure you don't run your needle through your loop. Oops, sorry guys. Yeah, kadoosh, earthquake. All right, and then I'm going to pull nice and snug. I'm going to hold on to this super duo here while I pull everything into place. And I'm going to cross back through the top hole of that super duo from left to right one more time. And now you can see the cute little shape at the top of my component. And by taking the beads in the order that I told you, you'll see how it shapes that little piece up. And everything has a beautiful, professional looking shape. All right. Now we're going to come up and create a loop on this super duo up here. So what I'm going to do is come back up the 3 15-0s on the right. I flip my work kind of upside down here. Just going to come through those 3 15-0s first. You can see that's the right hand side initially. Then I'm going to come through my delicate. And then I'm going to come through those 3. I'm going to come through the 2 15-0s on the crisscross side, which is the left side here. Maybe get my needle in there. Just those 2. Pull. And now I'm going to cross back through the super duo from left to right. And I know it's easy and tempting to take shortcuts through your beads like that, but if you'll follow the directions, you'll have a much nicer looking beadwork. Alright, now I'm going to come up the side of this Super Duo with some 15-0s to cover the thread, so I won't have any exposed thread. Then I'm going to create this little loop of beads at the top. Now I kind of like the way this one looks. I put an extra bead there in the middle of my seed beads, so I think that's what I'm going to do this time. But first I need to climb up the side of my Super Duo. And I'm going to do that by picking up 3 of my 15-0 beads. And I'm going to stick with the shiny, because my Super Duo is matte and my crescents are matte, so I'm adding a little sparkle here at this time. So now I'm going to pull those into place, and you see how they climbed me up to the upper hole of my Super Duo without leaving me any exposed thread. And I'm going to pick up 3 more. And I'm going to go back through the bottom hole. My thread's on the left, right here. So I'm going to go from left to right through the bottom hole of my Super Duo and pull. And now I have 3 seed beads on that side of my Super Duo. Now to create my loop, I need to climb back up through the 3 seed beads on the right hand side of my Super Duo. I went through 2 and then 1. And that'll keep those little beads nice and shapely. You know, come right back through this little top hole of just the top hole of the Super Duo, not any of my 15-0s. Now, this is what I have. Now I'm going to pick up 6 11-0 seed beads, and I think I'm going to go ahead with my little dark amethyst silver lines here. And I'm picking up 6 of those beads. I am coming out of my Super Duo to the left-hand side. I'm going to pass right back through that Super Duo, only the Super Duo, from right to left. And I'm not going to get into my 15-0. I'm just going to go through my Super Duo only, just like that, and I'm going to pull those beads. Then I'm going to go through my 11-0s, 3 on the left-hand side, pull nice and tight. Oops, I have an extra bead. What I'm going to do, instead of trying to backtrack, I'm going to grab a pair of pliers. And I'm just going to pop that bead and squish it right out of my way, because I don't want to risk backing up and messing something up. So I went up these 3 beads and I pulled nice and snug. Now I'm going to pick up 1 of my little shiny 15-0 beads. And I'm going to come down the 3 seed beads, 11-0 seed beads on the right hand side. And I'm going to pull it nice and snug. And I'm going to fit that little bead right there, creating this cute little point at the top of my loop. Then I'm going to come right back through my Super Duo only, from right to left. And this is what I have. And I'm really happy with it. We're coming out of our Super Duo here on the left. We need to go down through our little 3 15-0s that we put alongside of our Super Duo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through just the first one, if I can get my needle in. Actually, I'm going through the first 2, like that, coming back down towards my beadwork. Pull my thread through while I pinch right here so everything stays nicely in shape. Then I have to come through just 1 more right there, the next one, in the same direction. And now I'm going to cross back through this bottom hole of my Super Duo. And when you do this, I want you to try not to snag any of your threads with the needle. I want you to be coming out clean out of the bead hole. Don't have any of your threads above your needle. It will cause you to have some, misshaped looking beadwork. So now I'm coming out of my Super Duo here, and I can pass back down through my 2 beads that head towards my delica. So I'm going through the bottom 2 of these 15 O's. These are the 3 I added along the edge of my Super Duo. 1, 2, 3. So I want to go in through the 2, going back down right above that delica, right there. And then I'm going to pull, I'm going to pinch with my finger my beadwork as I pull, because I want everything to stay nice and shapely. So I've pinched my work here, and now I'm coming out above my delica. So I'm going to go back through my delica, and I'm going to remember that I came down the right-hand side of that Super Duo. So once I come through my delica, I'm going to come down these 3 15 O's on the left-hand side of my beadwork to get to my Super Duo. That's actually part of my component. So I come down these 3, just like that. And here I am, back to the Super Duo, down here. So now I'm going to cross from left to right, and I'm going to pick up my 11 C bead, just the one. So I'm going to go through my Super Duo and the 111. Now I'm going to come through my corner, an 11 crescent 11. And I'm going to work myself down and just follow my thread path till I get to that Super Duo. What we're going to do is come through our 11 Tula 11. I'm going to go through this corner, my last corner down here before I get to my next Super Duo. So 11 crescent 11. Then we're going to go through an 11 and just the Super Duo right here. So now we're in position to add our little dangle at the bottom. So I went in and grabbed a couple of my little 2.5 millimeter fuchsia bicones. They're Preciosa bicones. I only need 1 for this earring. And what we're going to do is create our dangle using the 15 O's like I did on this earring. So it's really easy. I'm going to pick up 3 of my metallic shiny beads, pink. And then I'm going to add a 4th one. And that's going to be my little crossover bead, like that's right there. I'm going to pick up my bicone and pick up 1 more 15 O shiny. So you'll have 4 15 O's, your little bicone, and 1 more 15 O, and let that drop. Now we're just going to skip over the last 15 O, and we're going to go back through the bicone and 1 15 O. And we're going to hold it as we pull. You can lay it down and grab a hold of your seed bead right here with your fingernails and just pull it nice and snug like that. And it snugs that little bead right there. You don't have any loose threads showing. So now we're going to pick up 3 more of our 15 O metallics. We're coming out. Our first beads were added to the right of the Super Duo, so I want to go back through my Super Duo from left to right. And I'm just going to wiggle my needle right straight through there. And I want to be just through my Super Duo and not through any of my 11 O's. And when I pull, there's my beautiful little dangle at the bottom. And there's my earring, and that's what it's going to look like. And I just think it's really adorable. And my light is really strange today. It's cloudy outside here. I'm not sure what the situation is. But anyway, here we go. That's what it's going to look like. And I am really happy with my work. This is the look I was going for when I first started playing around with a new colorway for this project. So now I'm just going to reinforce that one time. My thread's on the right. I'm going to go up through just my 3 15 O's here on the right. And take your time. Just get the 3 on the side. And we're going to go up through. At this pass, you can go through your 15 O and your Preciosa bicone, like that. And now I'm going to bring my thread to the left of this 15-0 here at the top. I'm going to pass through that 15-0 from left to right. Pull my thread. It's getting kind of snug, so I'm going to come around from this right-hand side through my Preciosa and my 15-0. And I'm going to pull everything in. And now I want to come back down through these 3 15-0s on the left. Just like that. And I'm going to pinch that little dangle there so everything snugs up nice and neat. I'm going to come right back through my Super Duo. And this time, it doesn't matter if I go ahead and hit that 11-0 right there next to it. Because I want to come back, I want to move on around my beadwork now. So I'm going to come through that Super Duo and the 11-0. And now I'm in position to move through my corner by going through 11-0, crescent 11-0. Try not to stab yourself like I just did. And pull it on through, and I'll come around my corner. And this is what I have. So now I'm going to zoom out and show you guys the finished look. And I really like it. Get a little bit better light, but I really love the way that came out. Just repeat this pattern for your second earring. This thread is super tight. I don't even think you would have to tie any half-inch knots. I'm just going to weave on around a little ways and maneuver my thread. So I'm probably just going to go through that 11-0 and this here Tila bead. And the 11-0 on that side. And I really don't want the 11-0, so I'm going to back out of that. I want to just be through that Tila because I'm going to swoop down. So I'm coming out of that Tila. I want to swoop down into the lower hull of my Tila and go through my delicate. Well, first I'm going to go through the Tila. Then I'm going to go around the corner with the delicate, the crescent, and the delicate. I'm going to come through a few more beads. And then I'm just going to end my thread. And there is my beautiful little component. All super sparkly and beautiful. And I'm just going to grab out my needle nose pliers here. And I'm going to open up the loop on my ear wire. Just a little. And then I'm going to snag under my beaded loop. Just scoot these little pieces of the ear wire, the little ball and the spring. I'm going to get them up out of my way completely here because they're annoying. I have to open it just a little bit more. And I'm going to snag my loop from front to back. Drop it down. And then I'm going to close my ear wire back up. And I always have a difficult time with these, so I try to twist them up just a little bit to make sure that I got everything closed really good. And then I'm going to drag the ball back down. And there's my finished earring.